What's up, YouTube? This is your man Josh, right back at it again. As you can see, I'm in the locker room right now. The gym is pretty noisy right now. People are getting ready for a JV game. We're 4th/8th and Warriors. So if you guys haven't been following baseball recently, you guys will know that Carlos Beltran today stepped down from being the manager of what seems to be half of my subscribers' favorite team, the New York Mets. And people want me to talk about it, give out my opinion on it. If you guys could leave a like and subscribe, that would be great. We are still a quarter away from 100. Still surprised we're still a quarter from 100. If you guys like the video and subscribe, I bet you tomorrow you will have French toast sticks for breakfast, and everybody loves French toast sticks. In fact, you're probably dreaming about having French toast sticks right now. So press the like button if you want the French toast god herself to, then it would be goddess, to bring you raining French toast sticks tomorrow morning for breakfast before you have to work or whatever. And let's get into this video. So for those of you who don't know, the Houston Astros were accused, found a dime. The Astros were accused of stealing signs. Now you're probably wondering how they did it. If you don't know how, they were stealing signs by banging trash cans pretty much in 2017. I'm gonna use this bench that's in front of me. They'd bang on it like that, or something like that. And Carlos Beltran was a part of it, sort of. They thought that he was a part of it alongside Alex Cora, who managed the Red Sox during the past 2 years. He did a really good job there without cheating, if he didn't cheat. And then A.J. Hinch and the GM for the Astros got fired. Well, they got suspended for cheating in 2017, and they might have done it. I think they did it in 2018 and 19 too. And so but after 2017, as you guys know, the Astros won the World Series, beating the Dodgers. Alex Cora, who was the bench coach for the Astros at the time, and Carlos Beltran, who was a player at the time. It was his last year in the majors before he hung up the cleats for good. I guess he's like Peyton Manning. After you get that Super Bowl or World Series ring, then you got to hang up the cleats for good. So you're telling me that if the only way for me to retire is to get a World Series ring? I don't know. But forgot. And so the Astros, they kept doing this for a while. And there were quite a bit of teams that noticed this when the Astros did this. The White Sox first noticed it. The Yankees noticed it in the playoffs in 2017 and last year as well in 2019. The Dodgers noticed it. Even the Indians noticed it. There were a lot of teams that noticed this. In fact, maybe that's probably why the Rays got knocked out of the playoffs this year. I feel so bad for Tyler Glasnow. I'm sorry, buddy. Don't worry. You're going to have a great postseason next year, hopefully. Depending on what the Rays do next year, I don't know. In my predictions, I said they're going to be a wild card team again. So after the 2017 season, Alex Cora and Carlos Beltran leave. Beltran retires, and of course Cora goes to manage the Red Sox, and now the Red Sox were accused of doing this too in 2018. And guess what happened in 2018? the Red Sox won the World Series. I'm sorry if I'm looking at the clock here. There's a clock inside. I don't really have much time. The JV game starts in about 4 minutes, or maybe it already started. I don't know. But and the Red Sox, they're accused of doing this too. So, and after 2019, and of course 2019, the Mets hired Carlos Beltran to be their new manager after firing Mickey Callaway for 2 years. I will be honest, Mickey Callaway, he's not a really good manager. No, he sucks at being a manager, but he's actually, like, as a pitching coach, he's not bad. But as a manager, this is why pitching coaches are not great when it comes to being managers. Like John Farrell, for example, he was a pitching coach for a long time with the Blue Jays, and then he managed the Red Sox for a little bit. Like, his first year in 2013, he was good, but then the rest of the years just it went downhill like that. But back to the incident we're talking about right now. So there is a petition that's going on right now in the city of Los Angeles to give the Dodgers the World Series trophies from 2017 and the 2018 World Series because they lost both. And of course, there are a lot of players who are not happy with this. Cody Bellinger's not happy with it. Aaron Judge is not happy with this. CC Sabathia is not happy with this. Yeah, pretty much all the Dodgers and Yankee players are wanting got hurt pretty bad from this, especially the Yankees, if you ask me. So now that the Astros were accused, their GM and AJ Hinch got suspended. This was their punishment for the 2020 MLB season. And then after this suspension, they got fired. Now, the Astros GM, I don't know how to say his name. I think it's Jeff Luhnow or whatever. He's a great GM. I think after his suspension, he might get a new job. AJ Hinch, I'm not sure. And of course, there was something going on that said that if AJ Hinch and Luhnow lost their jobs, Cora and Beltran had to join them out the door. And so, not too long ago, the Red Sox fired Alex Cora. And today, I think it was today, January 15th, 2020, I'm getting my days mixed up, bro. January 16th, 2020, I remember because the milk went bad. Or the date on the milk was said it went out till 14, Just check the little things on the milk jugs that says when the milk is bad. that will help me a lot. But anyway, today, Thursday, January 16th, 2020, the Mets fired Beltran. And the Mets, of course, they fired Mickey Callaway because he wasn't doing a great job. I mean, the Mets last year, they were a good team. They were still a good team last year, but they didn't. But they were a few games short of making the playoffs. And besides, the second place team from last year was the Nationals. And the Nationals went on to win the World Series. Okay, let me know in the comments section down below. Did you expect the Nationals to win the 2019 World Series as a Cardinals fan? I sure didn't. Nope, I thought they were going to get knocked out by the Dodgers first round. But nope, they beat them. The Howie Kendrick grand slam. Then they sweep the Cardinals, and then they beat the Astros. So, for the Mets, it means they got to get a new manager 4 weeks. 4 weeks before we go down to Florida for spring training. And I say we because Cardinals and Mets both go to Florida for spring training. I think everybody knows that. If you're in the baseball community, you might know that. Mets, Cardinals. Of course, we play a lot. We play a lot of spring training games with each other. So, what are the Mets going to do for a new manager? And what are the Red Sox going to do for a new manager? I honestly don't know. I mean, one of my favorite Mets managers since I've been born was, I think his name was Terry Collins. He's now the bench bat. They brought him in to help out Beltran in case of an emergency, and Beltran would have been a great choice as a manager. I mean, if it wasn't Beltran, it would have been Joe Girardi. It would have been Joe Girardi if I didn't pick Beltran. But nope, Girardi's now coaching the Phillies. And Mets got to look for a new manager. And Carlos Beltran, he was a really great player on the Mets in his prime from 2006 to 2011. But, I mean, he's had some problems with the Mets during the press and everything. I don't really know. But I think the scandal got him a bit too much. And he goes, you know what? I'm done, Chief. I don't want to be your manager anymore. The press is being way too overwhelming because of the scandal. So I need to take the hat off. I know this isn't a Mets hat, but I'm going to pretend it's a Mets hat. But anyway. So now the Mets need to look for a new manager, and the Red Sox need to look for a new manager. Pretty sure the Astros do too, but I don't really know. I don't know what the Astros are going to do without a manager. I'm going to put the hat back on because it'll look better with that hat. But let me know in the comments below, who do you think the Red Sox and the Mets will do for managers in 2020? What are your thoughts on this scandal? I am going to head back to the game now. I'm going to end this video. Like and subscribe. And comment down below your thoughts and opinions on all this mess. I was going to do an Arenado video later. There might be an Arenado video later, but I don't really know. Thank y'all for watching. And take care.